Kia ora koutou katoa. Good afternoon, university graduates, staff, whānau, family and friends. I'm honoured to be before you today as your graduate speaker, as we celebrate this immense achievement and join a multi-generational cohort of Victoria University graduates and David McLaughlin contract law survivors. When I reflect on the person I was when I started this journey in 2018 and the person I am today, I realise that the way I see and experience the world could not be more different. For one, I think I've finally graduated from clean skin wine, and I've accepted that Oriental Kingdom is probably not the best BYO venue in town. But I also know that I can speak to you all as a disabled woman and be proud of that fact. I know that the world is much bigger than I thought, and that not all people arrive at university with the same levels of support that I had. I know that many students are working part-time to supplement their Minji student loans or look after whānau and children. And I know that the law as an institution in Aotearoa is ripe with colonial attitudes and biases. And when I think of all these things I know, the things I learned during my studies, I realise that university really isn't about what we learn, but how we learn to see the world. And I think that when our understanding of the world changes, we begin to realise that the world itself is capable of changing too. If COVID-19 taught us anything, it's that we are a resilient generation and that we can change the way we do things. We might just need a push in the right direction. University has encouraged me to do the pushing. It's probably one of the few places I can disagree with many lecturers by campaigning about lecture recordings, or speak in the media about ableism in higher education and still be asked back as the graduate speaker. So as cliche as it sounds, we don't just graduate today with degrees or a better understanding of law or business, but also with an ability to see the world as it is and imagine it as it could be. And as I learnt in Luke's Treaty of Waitangi class, imagination is one of the best tools we have in the fight for a better future. And it's because of this that we see attempts to silence our imagination all across the world, whether it be inequitable educational outcomes, cuts to universities by uncaring governments, or attempts to silence people across the world protesting against an illegal occupation and genocide. As we move into the next stage of our lives, I ask that we hold on to this ability to imagine and protect the right for others to do so too. And so I want to thank those lecturers and tutors who helped us to imagine. It would be impossible to name them all, but personally, Mamadi, Eddie, Yvette and Luke, thank you for opening my eyes to a new way of studying the law, and in the process, helping me believe in the contribution I can make as a disabled woman in legal academia. But I also want to thank the staff that probably aren't here today, but are part of what keeps this university running, like the administrative staff, especially the one who had me crying down the phone when she asked if I wanted to do tax law. Sorry to John Preble. But also the security staff and cleaning staff, who always stopped to say hi and ask how my day was. And of course, we couldn't have had this space to imagine if not for the other important people who helped us along the way. To our families, we wouldn't be here today without your support, patience, and unwavering belief. I want to thank my family personally for accepting my dream of moving to Wellington, despite it being the steepest and least accessible city. Thank you for learning to let me fight my own battles, but always being willing to proofread my essays. To my friends and loved ones, thank you for your never-ending love and support, and for making sure I had fun, even in the depths of studying and exams. And finally, to my fellow graduates, thank you for inspiring me every day. Know that whether it took you 3 years, 5 years, 6 years like me, or more, you nailed it. And I know that whatever you do from today on, you're going to nail that too. And for many of you, that probably starts at the Old Bailey. So go well, and ka kite. I'll see you again soon.